Alright, I'm back with part 6 of the Undead Only series, and last time we brought an end to the Free Folk. They are no more. We have slayed the final self-proclaimed king beyond the wall. Every single one of them gone. This now means we are the king beyond the wall. We are the only true leader. So after slaying the final king beyond the wall, the remainder of the Free Folk land went to the Iron Islands. I don't know how, I don't know why, but the Iron Islands now own it. So I asked you all at the end of last video what you wanted me to do, and I think the majority of you agreed that these two settlements here should be gifted to us because it makes no sense for the Iron Islands to own them. As for the other two, the North did march and siege them fair and square, so I guess we have to do a bit of a compromise, and we're going to have to leave the North keep them. But they won't be keeping them for long. We will one day retake these lands. And there you have it, we now own the two settlements. But not only that, now that we are king beyond the wall, we need to start looking like a king. You can see we're just a White Walker in thin armor. We don't look like a king. We just look like someone who's got a bit of a skin condition. So it is time to finally put on the Night King's armor. We need to look the part. We have finally earned it after slaying all of the Free Folk. And now it is time. The boots. There we go. The armor. The hands. We gotta have that White Walker hands, although our left hand is having some technical difficulties. Lads, my fingers are gone. I don't know if it's the frostbite, maybe, but the fingers on my left hand have shriveled up. That's a bit of an unfortunate condition. We might need to get that checked. But there you have it. We are now the Night King. Alright, so now that we have everything in order, it is time to move on to the next step of the invasion plan. We're not going to declare war on the North just yet. I know we do want Hardhome, and we're going to need the Fist of the First Men. But if we declare war on the North now, we're going to have to bypass the wall, and we're just going to be fighting to the death. So instead, we are going to focus on the wall. First of all, we have the Night's Watch. This is their only castle. They've lost everything else. Even the men of Westeros turned on them. So, we are going to march on Nightfort and bring an end to the Night's Watch. The Watchers of the Wall. The shield that guards the realms of men. But these days, it is nothing more than a prison to keep the cutthroats, thieves, and criminals of Westeros. They believe they are defending the wall from the wildlings, but little do they know the Free Folk are dead, and the army of the dead approaches. Winter is coming. So here we have the Night's Watch. They still have a lot of clans under their command, with a lot of different lords, but look at their strength. They are nothing. They have been beaten until there is nothing left. So, we have arrived at the castle. We can't outright declare war on a castle. We have to start the war some other way. So here we have a Night's Watch Lord. I am here to deliver my demands, my friend. Surrender or die. And there you have it. The war with the Night's Watch has begun. We're just going to send in the Undead army. We don't need to fight this one ourselves. We lost 2 men, although one of the 2 was actually a Night King. How does a Night King get slain in battle? But either way, we are going to execute Cotter Pike, and we are going to move on the castle. Alright, so this is what we've done. I have built 4 trebuchets to tear down the enemy walls. Now I'm going to remove the trebuchets and allow the enemy to rebuild their siege defenses. And now we are going to attack. This way, we can storm through the walls like a proper undead army, throwing bodies at them. But then they also have some defenses to hold back the undead army to make it a bit more of an interesting fight. Although that being said, the garrison is starving. Meanwhile, we don't have to worry about starving, for we are the undead army. We do not eat. Well, that's a lie, lads. Due to Bannerlord's mechanics, we do have to eat. But we have cows for days. But either way, it is now time to take down one of the castles along the wall. Let's go, men. Let's go. Show them the might of the army of the dead. We're just going to throw bodies at the walls, as I keep saying, and soon the land of the living shall fall. I don't know how good the Night's Watch troops are. Will they be any different from the Free Folk? Will they put up a fight? Probably not. That Night King is going for it. He is not messing around. We have this guy who's doing a badass slow walk, and this guy who just smells blood. Good luck, my friend. Slay them all. He really is just running through the enemy. There is no stopping him. Well, we are going to assist him. We Night Kings stand together. And now Magnus has arrived. Now they will truly fear us. Magnus and his gang are plowing down the enemy as we speak. We have a couple javelins. I'll see if I can get rid of these archers. If we're going to use the javelins, I really do need to increase my throw-in level. It's like 10. And well, the undead horde is in full strike. The enemy cannot stop us now. I am going to run up on the walls and kill any archers that might be hiding up here. Is there anyone here, lads? Hello? Nope, they've abandoned their siege defenses. They've just run for their lives. Well, I'm afraid it is too late for that. You cannot run. We have one archer here. Where are you going, my friend? Where are you going? I am going to pick up this rock and cave in your skull. Well, that was more effective than I thought, to be honest with you. Now the army is just cleaning up and this battle will soon be over. Another castle has fallen to the army of the dead. Alright, so between me and the Night Kings, we killed 31 enemies. We lost 14, so we gained more than we lost. But I've also noticed we're not going into battles with the full undead army. The army has gotten so big, we have passed the troop limit. And now that we have taken the only castle belonging to the Night's Watch, it is time to move on already. We have 3 more castles along the wall. 2 of them belonging to the Riverlands and the final one belonging to the north. So it is time to go to war with the Riverlands. This will be our toughest battle yet. The Riverlands is one of the 7 kingdoms of Westeros, so compared to the Free Folk, their strength rank is going to be about 4 or 5 times higher, which means they can assemble armies of greater than 1,000 troops. But it is our next step. There is no point hanging around. There is nothing else for us to do other than war with the Riverlands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack this village down here to get the war started. Actually, there we have a Riverlands Lord, in which case we are going to kill them. They don't suspect a thing. Well, my friend, I am here to deliver my demands. Surrender or die. And there you have it. War with the Riverlands has begun. We're just going to quickly kill this guy. We're going to send in the men. We don't have to worry too much about this. There we go. He has been defeated already. We only lost 2, but we gained 3. So if we take a look at the map here, we can see the Shadow Tower and Castle Black belong to the Riverlands. But regarding all their other territory, the Riverlands are nowhere to be seen unless you get to the Twins. That is quite the distance, so I don't know how many men they're going to send north to put a stop to us. If they even will, I'm not too sure. Actually, I just thought of something that's a bit insane. We are the army of the dead. Our only goal in this playthrough is to kill the land of the living and take Winterfell, something the Night King couldn't achieve in the show. And since our only goal is to kill the land of the living, why not start a world war? Declare war with everyone, all at the same time. This is a challenge playthrough after all. Well, there we go. The Undead has declared war with everyone. Every single faction in Westeros now wants us dead. We have entered a sink or swim situation. Is the Undead army going to slay the land of the living? Will the army of the dead come out on top? Or will the land of the living combine forces and bring an end to us once and for all? But since we are at war with everyone now, we could actually attack Hardhome and take these two places first before moving south of the wall. It'd make more sense now that we're at war with everyone. So I guess that's what we'll try and do. We will try to take the Fist of the First Men, and we will also try to take Hardhome. The only problem is, now that we are at war with everyone, they're probably going to start summoning armies to take our land, which is going to be a bit of a pain, because it means if we want to keep our land, we're going to have to keep running north and defend it. The Night's Watch have already assembled an army to retake their castle, so we're going to put a stop to that. There are 160 of you. There are 5 lords. We're just going to send in the troops. I'm not worried. We only lost 2, but we gained 10. I guess the real question is, how many of those 5 lords did we capture? That's 1, the Lord Commander himself. That's 2, Alistair Thorne, the second in command. Edison, I thought that said Edison Toilet. Okay, we've got him. And we've also got Amber, so we have captured all 5 of them. So we are going to execute all of these lords out of the way, one by one. There goes the Lord Commander. There goes Beverly. Alistair Thorne, cheerio. Edison Toilet, off with his head. And then Amber, last of all, off with your head. Oh no, it has begun. Just what I feared would happen. Nightfort is being sieged, Craster's Keep is being sieged, and now Hornfoot is being sieged. 3 of our castles go in at the same time. How are we going to prevent this from happening going forward? I don't think there's anything I can do. The problem is, there's only 17 defenders here, so everyone's going to think it's an easy target. There's only 150 here. And I don't know how many's there. There's only 106 there. Okay, so I think the plan is going to be we're going to work north to south. There's no point defending this land because by the time I run north, someone else is going to siege it. So we need to work our way north to south, protecting our lands from the top and working our way down. So, to Hornfoot, what are we dealing with? Oh, and there you have it. The land of the living has combined forces. Okay, if this is what you want, so be it. 527 versus 505. This will be our first real test. I think this is the first time in quite a while that we're outnumbered and the armies are this big. Alright, Army of the Dead. This is the moment we have been waiting for. The land of the living has decided to put an end to our reign of terror. But not today. We have every right to live in this land as they do. Actually, it was our land before it was theirs, so if anything, it is ours. The enemy are running at us at full speed. They have a lot of cavalry, which is something we haven't had to deal with before. This could prove to be a problem. They do have a decent bit of ranged as well. But either way, we charge, men. We charge. We do not back down from a fight. Attack. Cut them down. Slay the land of the living. But the undead army does not stop. The undead army does not sleep. The undead army will slay the land of the living. Not even cavalry can stop us. Although that is a lot of cavalry, I won't lie. But the undead horde will meet them on the battlefield all the same. Magnus, we're going to need you to slay, my friend. We are going to need you to slay. The infantry will be no match for us. We will be able to cut through them. We have Northern Knights. We have Riverland soldiers, White Harbor pikemen. It is a mixture of everything here. We have Free Folk soldiers. The land of the living has truly made an army worth fighting. They really want to bring an end to the undead horde. But not today, my friends. Not today. We do need to get more giants in the army. I think I have about 20, but we need to get about 40 now. Or even 50. We're on 500 men. And there you have it. The undead horde cannot be stopped. We have slayed the Northern's forces. All that remain of the cavalry is their horses. But not even the horses get to live. While the men clean up, I'm going to go around slaying the horses. There we go. Do the horses count as kills? Am I stacking my kills right now? No. It was worth a try. But either way, we have defeated this army. They're in full retreat. It's only a matter of time before they get away. This battle is over. We managed to kill 17. The Night Kings killed 36. So we got 54 new men. No, 53. Oh man, we should have a calculator on standby at this rate. Alright, so the first alliance among men has fallen. They tried taking us down with 500 men, and it didn't work out for them. We are going to continue the march north to Hornfoot. We need to see what's up there. Okay, there's actually quite a few lords. There's 3 of them, all with roughly 100 men each. Alright, well, we're going to help Hornfoot. We're going to assist the defenders, and we're going to take down these 3 lords. You know what? I'll just simulate this one. Panic over. For a moment, I thought we lost 107 men because we are the attacker. I attacked them. I don't know why it said we're the defender, but that threw me off. We only lost 10 in reality, but we did gain 19. Oh man, nearly had a heart attack. Alright, you know what? Since this has been a complete disaster since declaring war on the world, I am going to march on Hardhome. We may as well get the siege of Hardhome over and done with. It's the only thing I've wanted to do, so we will march. So 500 of the enemy have decided to attack us once again. Did they not just witness the massacre of the previous 500? Well, we're going to cut down this lot, and then we will continue our siege. Alright men, just attack. Do not hang around. We are going to slay the land of the living right now and continue taking Hardhome. I see a lot of giants amongst their ranks. Have the giants turned on us? Okay, I see how it is, lads. Magnus, you know what needs to be done. But once we slay this army, we're just going to get even bigger. And it'll just mean the siege of Hardhome will be even easier. One of the giants has charged at full speed. We are going to slay him in a 1v1, for I am the Night King. I am the king beyond the wall. I will not lose to a giant. Giants are no match for me. Once again, we have a nice green kill feed. This is great. The giants are falling. I don't know if they're my giants or the enemy giants. I believe it's the enemy giants. But once again, the entire enemy army has been cut down. Some people are retreating already, but they're not going to get far. Even the horses know when they've lost. They're all running away into the woods. They must have seen me execute the horses in the last fight, and not even they want a piece of me. I think that's the first time I've seen all the horses in a full retreat, to be honest with you. But either way, this battle is over. The enemy reinforcements is up on the hill over there, but not even they can put a stop to us. It looks like they're in a full retreat, so while they're retreating, we killed 9 and the Night Kings killed 25, so we gained 34 men. Alright, here we go. This time, the North has assembled an army of over 1,000. They have learnt from their previous mistakes. 500 is not enough to cut us down, and now they have a mighty army. This is truly a terrifying army. I won't lie, lads. I will not lie. Over 1,000, they have double our number. This is going to be an interesting fight. There's nowhere for us to go. It is just an open battlefield. Alright, Army of the Dead. This is our toughest challenge yet. We are actually outnumbered and by a very high amount. The enemy have double our number. This is going to be interesting. But do not fear, for we are the army of the dead and the land of the living shall fall. We have no choice but to charge them head on. They're just firing arrows at us, so we will meet them on the battlefield. There is a lot of horse archers running at us. There's over 100 of them. Well, that's 2 less. Alright, we're going to have to cut our way through these, thin their numbers as best as we can. And now, the undead horde is about to get run down by 100 horses. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Don't worry, men. We can cut them down. Do not fear. The good thing about the undead is that basically all of our troops are like tier 4, 5, and 6. So overall, we have a high standard of troops compared to the enemy where they will have recruits and tier 1s and 2s amongst their rank. We are 600 soldiers of tier 4 plus. There are a lot of armored knights though, I won't lie, there are a lot of them. I don't know how the battle is really going. It's just a mess. For anyone who looks human-like, we're just gonna kill. This guy looks a bit human. Off with his head. There we go. Alright, the initial battle I think we've won, but now we have to deal with the reinforcements. There are a few red patches in the kill feed. I'm not too sure how much men we've lost or how many they have lost. But we're going to continue the fight all the same. We're not going to give up. We are going to slay the enemy till the end. As long as we do not fall in battle, this is fine. Alright, who am I fighting now? There are the reinforcements. This cavalry is mine. Okay, this oh, no, this cavalry is mine. Never mind. Okay, the cavalry is not mine. And now it is time to cut down the reinforcements. They're gang attacking one of my undead guys. I shall assist you, my friend. Don't you worry. We undead stand together. We do not let... Wait, hold on. That's an undead troop. What are you doing? The land of the living have convinced some of the army of the dead to fight for them. We have been betrayed. Alright, I'm just going to throw a javelin for good luck. And we missed. Okay, aim a bit higher. Javelin for good luck. Hey, we actually hit him that time. It looks like the enemy have decided to regroup and form a new line. I mean, they decided to charge us initially, got half their army killed, and now they decide to form a shield wall. Well, if that's their decision, so be it. We're sprinting at full speed towards their line. Their archers are actually killing a few of us. Alright, that is it, men. Do not give up. We are nearly there. I can see the end to the army. Soon the land of the living will fall. Was it a good idea to declare war on the world? I still don't know. We are winning for now, but how long is it before an army of 1,000 turns into an army of 2,000? 2,000 turns into 3,000, and before you know it, we're battling about 20,000 on the field. But either way, the men are scattered right now. It is all over the place. I don't know what's going on. There are bodies everywhere. Hopefully the Night Kings have done really well and slayed a lot of them, because we're going to need to replace a lot of men that we've lost. According to the power bar, about half our army is dead or wounded. I don't know what the ratio is between the dead and wounded. If we're lucky, they're all just wounded and having a nap. If we're not lucky, well, half the army has been massacred. But either way, it looks like this battle is over. I think the final enemy forces are in a full retreat. I don't think they're going to regroup and hold now. So, we are done here. Let's take a look at the damage, shall we? Okay, we got 62 dead and 151 wounded. Although that being said, look at what the Night Kings have done. The Night Kings smelt blood and they slaughtered. We killed 44. The Night Kings killed 244. That's 288 fresh recruits in the army. They even outperformed the Giants. They have never outperformed the Giants. When we needed the Night Kings most, they delivered. They're still killing as I speak. Alright, 250. We'll leave it at that. So, 294 fresh recruits in the army. This is great. As for the enemy lords, I don't know how many we captured. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so one of them got away. That's actually not bad. If we take a look at our party now, we are up to 839 troops. The army of the dead is rapidly expanding. They don't realize that I get bigger and stronger the more they attack us. You would think they would have learnt that by now. But now we're going to have to execute all these lords. And then I'm going to continue my siege of Hardhome. We will take it eventually. Alright, the siege of Hardhome has finally arrived. We are ready. We have torn down the walls and allowed them to rebuild their defenses. Although that being said, Robb Stark is currently chilling behind us. I don't know what he's up to. It looks like he's summoning the Bannerman to make a new army. He must be summoning enough lords that he thinks he can take us down, which is a bit worrying. But if we hover over him, it just says he's thinking at the moment. I don't know what he's thinking about, but he's lost in thought. So, we are just going to get the Siege of Hardhome over and done with. It is the goal that we set out to achieve many videos ago, and now we are finally going to do it. Let's get this done, shall we? Alright, men, you know what needs to be done. We are going to storm Hardhome. This is the last remnants of the Free Folk. I know the Free Folk are long dead, but this did originally belong to them, so we need to take it. We can't allow the North to own it. It makes no sense. We didn't have far to run, so by the time they actually get on the ballista, we'll probably already be in the castle, to be honest with you. So those defenses were useless. Lads, is there anybody home? Why are there just two guys defending the wall? Where are the land of the living? There's no one home. Hello? Anybody? Oh, there they are. Okay. Nice of you to show up, lads. You're late to your own siege defense? It makes no sense. You were in the castle. I was the one who had to run to you. How are you late? I had to siege Hardhome for like 10 days, and yet they had 10 days to prepare and still showed up late. But either way, the army of the dead is going to cut through them. This siege will soon be over. We won't have to worry about it anymore. I gotta say, lads, I do quite like the blue color of their armor. If the land of the living has anything, they have style. But either way, it looks like this siege is pretty much over already. The kill feed is nice and green. A lot of the enemy are retreating back to the keep. We are done here. Oh, and now I have fallen off the wall. Well, on that note, we're going to leave the men clean up. And Hardhome now belongs to the army of the dead. Half the army's already stopped moving. They're just like, yeah, we're done here, lads. Don't need me anymore. But if we take a look at the kill feed, I killed 33. The Night Kings killed 39. We only lost 5. Not bad. Alright, so we have taken Hardhome. If we take a look at the party right now, we're up to 901 troops, which is great. We have nearly 300 recruits in the army. That's how much we're rapidly expanding. If we take a look at the map, you can see that the enemies have managed to take Hornfoot, they've taken Night Fort, and now they are probably going to take Craster's Keep. Was it a good idea to declare war on the entire world at the same time? I'm not too sure. At the end of the day, that is the goal of the Army of the Dead. We are everyone's enemy, so it does make sense to declare war on everyone, but it is going to be a bit of a pain having to try and defend our lands. If we can try and take all of the land up here, we can then defend the gate for a while. I don't think there's any way to get north other than traveling through the gate. So if we can push them out, maybe we can hold the land. I don't know. But overall, today hasn't been too bad. We have been pretty successful. As we keep defeating the land of the living, we're executing more and more lords. So for example, if we take a look at the north right now, where are the north? There we go. They have a lot of clans. But if we take a look, there are a few dead lords already. We are slowly getting there. So even though they might be taking our land, we are taking their lives. Eventually, these clans will start to fall one by one, and it will be a repeat of what happened to the Free Folk. Soon their lands will just go to the nearest person, and if that does happen, I'll just gift their lands to me like we did with these two settlements, because it doesn't make any sense just going to a random faction. But you'll have to let me know your thoughts on declaring war on the entire world. Was it a good idea? Was it a bad idea? I don't know. But that is going to be it for part 6 of the Undead series. As always, a big thank you to the Gwaggles members for your continued support. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, see ya.